Good morning and welcome to Theology Titan on YouTube. This is Gabriel Jacob Eisen. Today's episode, the first installment of the 5 Minutes or Less series, will cover the difference between objective and subjective truths. The concept of objective and subjective truths is a basic philosophical principle that most of us assume in our daily conversations, but can often neglect to think about consciously. Examining the difference between these two kinds of truth can be very beneficial, especially when we look at the study of theology. Let's head to the whiteboard. In this episode, we have 4 objectives. First, I'll explain the difference between objective and subjective truths. Second, I'll give some examples of both kinds. Third, I'll make a clarification on how ignorance affects subjectivity, a commonly confused issue. And fourth, we'll apply these concepts to theology. First, objective and subjective truths. What are they and how do they differ? Objective truth is truth based on external realities, not determined by the perception of the viewer. On the other hand, subjective truth is based on internal and personal perceptions, not on external realities. Here I am, looking at a wall. I, the subject, view the wall. Maybe I like the wall. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm too worried about the lava falling on my head. These are personal perceptions, and therefore subjective truths. On the other hand, the wall, the object, is external to me. It is made of brick. This is a reality beyond my control, and thus an objective truth. Now let's take a look at a few examples. We'll divide items into objective truths, subjective truths, and a little bit of both. Let's start by taking a look at this gold ingot. The atomic symbol for gold is Au, and its atomic mass is 196.96657. This is not my opinion, and is based on a reality external to myself. Objective truth. On the other hand, choosing a favorite color is a truth solely based on one's own opinion. I can choose to like red, yellow, green, or blue, or any other color. One's favorite color is a matter of subjective truth. Next example, a cow, or by its scientific name, Bos primigenius. The fact that this is a cow, at least in Minecraft, is objective truth. On the other hand, the substance that it gives us, milk, some people like and some people don't. Whether or not you like milk is a matter of subjective truth. Finally, art. Some art is objectively better than other art. My drawings as a 3-year-old were simply not as good as my drawings as a 10-year-old. On the other hand, one person can prefer realism, while another person prefers impressionism. So art is both objective and subjective. Now let's clarify the difference between not knowing what a thing is, or ignorance, and the idea of subjective truths. Just because I don't know something, that doesn't necessarily change the reality of it. Certainly, if I haven't picked my favorite color yet, then that's still a matter of subjective truth. But what about the weather? If I don't know what the weather is way up on the surface when I'm underground, does that change whether it's a matter of subjective truth or objective truth? No. It's still an issue external to my own perceptions and opinions. If I climbed out of this hole, I would find that it's either raining or not raining. Now, what if I can't know the reality of a thing? Say I'm trapped in this bedrock box. There's simply no way for me to tell whether it's night or day outside. However, my ignorance of the reality doesn't change the reality. Whether it's night or day outside is still a matter of objective truth. So let's apply this to theology. There are certain truths in the universe. Some of them are of our own creation, but others are just a part of the way the world is. And the fact that we don't know them or understand them fully yet doesn't change the fact that they are what they are. Just like the weather or the time of day was objective truth, even when we didn't know it. Whether or not there is a God out there, even if we can never prove it scientifically, is a matter of objective truth. The task of theology is to find out what that truth is.